yo, it's a Kid Powers Pleasant.
Yeah.
Zombie Juice, yeah.
Joey Badass.
Nick Caution, a.k.a. Jesse Cordasco.
A.K.A. the illest. CJ Fly, the rude boy. Fly!
Eric the Architect, a.k.a. Skinny Ramen, a.k.a. Skinny Light.
Kirk Neasy on the beat.
Yeah.
Meet you, Darko the Dark One.
East of Gold, we here. Yeah, fans.
East Coast.
I ain't never ever heard no Skinny Ramen before.
Beast Coast is a brotherhood.
Family. To me, Beast Coast is La Familia.
It's just like a brotherhood.
Friends, brotherhood, the best guys, the best homies out of Brooklyn.
Beast Coast means we're from the East, but we the Beast.
There's a collective of underachievers, pro-era and flyby zombies.
3 big groups. It started as a East Coast resurgence back in like 2011.
From the same neighborhood, which is kind of rare and cool.
We went on our first tour together.
We like the Avengers of rap.
And making beautiful music.
I'm loyal to the soil. I die for mine. What would you do? I made an oath. We bonded in blood. Beast Costa Nostra. Everybody saying I'm a dead man. This right here is a confession. I never show love with my left hand. Never really fuck with no yes man. I think LSD be my best friend. Dick so big, use it as a kickstand. Rarely ever leave the house without my weapon. If you hate and plot from a distance, die. Everyone's saying I'm a dead man. I'm fine. I feel great, I feel alive. I was not on acid when I made this song. Actually, I don't remember if I was on acid when I made this song or whatever. It's been a very interesting time period of making music. A lot's going on right now, guys. Maybe I'm on acid now, I don't know. Zoom into my pupils, see if they're dilated.
Everybody's saying that I'm reckless. I ain't evil, but I got some bad intentions. The beat kind of struck me as like a evil or just like a dark tone. So the words kind of wrote themselves. Everybody's saying that I'm reckless. At the shows, I'm going crazy. I'm in the crowd jumping on people, through people, over people. I'm not an evil guy. I'm a nice guy. You know, I'm a good guy. But sometimes I got some bad intentions. Sometimes, you know.
Never show love with my left hand.
You my brother. You don't even got a question. I never was the one to show expression. Do him dirty like it's nothing. I'm a deadpan. Deadpan is like a form of comedy where you just dead face. Like you'll say something and there's no expression. For my brothers, I'll do whatever. No expression, it's just a given at that point. But the zombies think I got too many dead friends. Name another crew that we less than. If you have a drink in your right hand, you're like, oh, Bob, and you dap someone with your left hand, it's not like the most disrespectful thing ever, but if you're meeting someone that you don't know that well and you give them your left hand as like a gesture and your right hand is free, that's pretty fucked up. That's not cool.
Stay above the clouds, I don't get fly. Got the tech, I stay connected like it's Best Buy. You know, I was like, well, it's gonna be a bunch of us on the song, so I gotta make sure motherfuckers know it's me first, though. Say some slick shit with that, like, okay, I'm fly, but what does that mean? And I put a double in there, like tech, you know what I mean? A tech could be a weapon or like actual Android tech device, whatever, but yeah, some bars. Could've been a flapper zombie because I'm dead nice. If you dab me with your left hand, something ain't right. I'm Jamaican, and you know what I mean? Somebody dab me with their left hand, my dad would call it a ginger hill, you know what I mean? Somebody's trying to diss you, you know what I mean? So we don't rock with that on the left hand dab. You gotta give me a straight right hand dab or something's funny, you know what I mean? Because I don't got no time for the fake shit. Niggas funny style, just watch them when they shape shift. Shit be blurry when you look at it through their lens. When you think about it, it don't ever make sense. Fly! You know, I've been in the game for a couple years, you know, seen a lot of fake shit, seen a lot of real, so I know how to decipher the real from fake, you know? I'm a big people person, so I got a radar for that fake shit. When somebody's acting funny, I just take notes of it and definitely, you know, move accordingly after that. I don't cut anybody off, you know? You might have to keep your enemies close.
Read the bad vibe when I stepped in. I just think that I'm like really sensitive to reading people's emotions. A lot of people when they meet me, they're like, oh, you're an empathetic person or you're an empath. You step into a room and you feel something that is not right. And I think that that's like intuition telling you need to like be aware of that. No matter where you are, you gotta be able to read the shit around you. Never been scared to make suggestions. I'm dressed in all black like the best man. Never been a fan of no yes man. A lot of times people are scared to be honest when people climb the ladder of success because they're scared that their friendship might be on the line if you keep it too real. So they be like, yeah, shit is fire, shit is fire, shit is fire. Is it really fire or are you just telling me it's fire because you're scared that you might text me one time and then there's a green instead of a blue? I think to hold back is actually doing a disservice by not telling people what's on your mind. Keep my composure with brethren until I'm draped in fabric like a reverend. So don't feed me no excuses, I'm ahead of them. Yeah, they jealous because they cannot do it better than I. It's not a particular person I was thinking about. I think that goes for anybody who thinks that, you know, their work ethic is bigger than mine or, you know, it's not arrogant. It's more like to claim my position and the power that I have to project that and let people know that I'm a confident person. I believe in us, I believe in myself.
Might go around heads like a headband. Big balls, big dog, dead man. Which one of y'all wanna low down? Smoke big blunt size on my dick. Ow, it's a fireman, light up here, diamond shine, I appear, poodle in my lap, whole beast click right here. My poodle was at home chilling. Yeah, so that's why I had to throw him in there. Dogs are so special. They know what you're thinking. You know what they're thinking. If you're like sad or you just need someone to cuddle with, they just come right up on you. Yeah, I'm Jesse, you on the track. Owen's on the mat. A lot of wrestling influence from my whole career from the start. So I just wanted to give a little shout out to Kevin Owens, the wrestler. So it was Jesse running the track, getting those gold medals. Owens on the mat. Cause we killing this shit and we gonna knock down the building and all that soon, you heard? All I know is facts, facts, and more facts. So I wanted to find something clever to end the song. I took it back to the Vacation in Hell, our track called Facts. Every month, good, a gun in a monster. Facts. My writing style, my whole thing is all based off of emotions and like stories from the past or stories up to the week. It's hard for me to write things that didn't happen or emotional attachment, so all I know is facts, facts, more facts, literally.
Back to back, we gon' snap, pass your whole round, assist, now check stats. Fuck a pat down, the grip up in the stash. That's the man down, my Thursday never lack. I've seen my lyric for that wrong so many times. It would say like, my thirst. It's like, does that really make sense though? Third is something that people are not, it's a slang from like the block what people don't really accustomed to. So thirds is just like Crip niggas, A-Tray niggas. Real G's get money, lay low. Keep a couple shooters, lawyers, payroll, mold your bitch like Play-Doh. Now she specialized in head like Kango. It was a track that you had to showcase your bars and like, I felt like I had to just show niggas that I'm nice.
Looking my way, that's a dead end. Fit same cost as a pension. It's true, I'm not a person that sit there and like publicize all my fits and all that, but man, I am fly as shit. Can I just explain what I have on right now? These is Chrome Hearts right here. I got the Cactus on, Cactus playing flea market. I got the Capital vest on, off rip. I got some one-of-one V-Lone APC collab. You could kind of guess how much I'm wearing right now. If you know, you be like, damn. See my better scars, Roni Kenshin. Gotta trust my gut, so I flex it. Anime was like a big part of my childhood, like Trigun, Evangelion, Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho. But Roni Kenshin, that was just a big part of my life, just on the fact that like he was a loner. He just always represented to me like a person from struggle but never complained about it. God took the wheel, like my license suspended. Coast like the ocean, you drown any second. And fuck your protection, anybody could catch it. Coast is ocean, and we're big like one, and we wavy like one, you get what I'm saying? You could get lost in the music I meant, and then you could get lost like in terms of like, we know ourselves so much, you could get lost.
The police told me, I don't give a fuck. The homies told me, I don't give a fuck. The OGs told me, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. The government told me, I don't give a fuck. The media told me, I don't give a fuck. The president told me, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. If you've ever been arrested by NYPD, they tend to not give a fuck. And whenever you talk back to them, they say you don't give a fuck. So you usually end up in jail. The OGs tend to tell the young boys when they're wildin', you don't give a fuck, man. You need to learn. And that's real shit. I would do a whole song if I could about everyone. The president, the government, the ants, the roaches, the rats. But I couldn't fit all that in the song, so I just kept it with those.
Shots of the bullet got me dead bent. Finger on the trigger, pull it, you a dead man. So like, I'm a whiskey drinker, so bourbon, the bullet, that's like my favorite whiskey. Taking shots of the bullet got me dead bent. I was most likely sipping some bullet during the making of that song. Not close, need to understand distance. Beast Coast taking over, it was destined. I ain't gotta tell these niggas I'm a legend. Every aspect of the word, every meaning that it got, you know? So it's just me saying that, yeah, I ain't gotta tell these niggas I'm a legend. They know that. Niggas sleep, I ain't even interested. Couple dead presidents in my left hand, but they don't want war with the bad man, bad man. If you got something in your right hand and you say pardon in the left, yeah, it's, you know, it's love. But we don't just blatantly dap with the left. We don't do that. You know, that's where I'm from. That's like disrespect. You might as well not dap me, my nigga.
When I step through, I'll be fitted like James Bond. I've been obsessed with James Bond for a while. Some people think they're tacky, but yeah, I think he's like one of the dopest guys, and that sounds fucking weird. And he's always fitted like a motherfucker when he's like fighting crime and shit, whatever the fuck he be doing. Enemies looking softer than cotton and cream corn. I had no clue what cream corn was. Just some rap shit. Like, I just was like, cream corn is something I heard that exists, and I'm guessing it's not hard. So I threw it in there, and then like, when we were in Denver doing Red Rocks, they had cream corn on the fucking menu. Everybody was like, yo, that's cream corn. And I was like, oh shit, all right, yeah, cream corn. I was right then, it's good. Hennessy, fill my liver, been drinking the lead up. On a killing spree, knocking back thighs like ping pong. Diddy Kong following leaders with weak hearts. Singing silly songs, giving no effort, I leak sauce. Hope you live long, praying for people who hate strong. Never hate on, giving out love like Faison. So my favorite movie from Faison Love is probably Friday, where he plays Big Worm in it. I feel like Faison Love is the biggest hater. Every interview I see him in, he's hate. I love him, I love his stuff he does, but he's always hating. It's just kind of ironic, but his last name is Love, so it was like, perfect way to use love and a guy slammed together into it. I think it made a good closing line.
There is never a situation where I have to use my left hand to show love to the Beast Coast homies. Sometimes I'll start like that, oh no, try to catch, you know what I mean? That's what they had a little bit, but nah, no left hand over here.